Good afternoon, this is Jim, 5714 Collector, bringing you another video about some of the Nolan Ryan Oddball cards in my collection. I would take a couple minutes and show you those here in a few minutes. I wanted to take a minute real quick to thank Mike from Junk Wax Hero. I was on his live stream on Sunday night, and I just want to tell him thank you again for having me on. I really enjoyed doing that, and it was a lot of fun. Look forward to doing another live stream with you in the future, Mike. And just keep up the great content. Certainly enjoy watching your channel and commenting on your videos. Today I'm going to show just a couple of the oddball things I have of Nolan in my collection. I was going through my cards and thought I'd take a couple minutes and show those. And let's just get started. I have a 86 Fleer Mini. And these are pretty cool. Always neat to get the oddball type items and find something different. And anytime you get the regular Nolan Fleer cards, and then that Fleer did a mini set this year in 1986. I think that's a pretty cool item. Don't see it that often. And also got a couple of these. This is the 86 Astros Kool-Aid card. And that probably one of the coolest looking poses, pictures of Nolan that you're ever going to see. I think that's really cool. There's the back of that card. And I know the Astros did a full set of these. I'm going to have to try to pick up the whole set. And they're a little bit oversized. And I'd say they're, what, 2.25, 2.5 by 4 inches. So I have to display them in the soft sleeves and all that. But they are pretty awesome. And also, this is from 1987. And this is from Deer Park Hospital. And then there, take the glare off. Now, I like the one from 86 better than this one, but this one's still kind of cool. And if you really wanted to, this would be a nice item to send to the foundation to get autographed. And maybe I'll do that, because that would show up really good. And one thing I picked up probably in the last year or so was this 1990 All-American. And I think I wound up with 2 of these, and just trying to make sure I got the glare off. I had never seen these before until I was in Chantilly, and I ran across these. And the guy had 2 of them, so I bought both of them. I think a couple bucks a piece. But very cool oddball item. And I thought, that's pretty cool looking card. And as I'm going through and reading Mike Kramer's book, Kramer's Cards, I ran across this in my collection, and I thought, I've got to show this. This is the 93 Pacific Spanish, number 317. And what's cool about it, it's in English and Spanish on the back. So that's pretty awesome. I know there's a little bit of a glare. I changed out the lights in the room, and the lights are brighter. So I'm going to learn how to get the glare off the cards and all that. So here's another really cool item that's still in the package. Don't want to drop that. So 1993 Humpty Dumpty, and this is number 16. Nice looking mini card. And again, Nolan was on so many cards in 93. And as I go through my Nolan news book, I'm going, it's amazing how many cards he was on. And I was looking at the Nolan Ryan trading card database last night. And the funny thing about that is, early in his career, you know, from like 1968 through the 70s, easy, the late 70s, Nolan wasn't on that many cards. Now, as you go into 2024, and who knows what's going to happen in 2025, but I looked, there was like 1,300 different Nolan Ryan cards in 2024. I think it's 1,327, which is, it's just crazy. Of all the parallels and all the different, the colors, numbered cards, and all that stuff, is like, how's anybody going to collect all those cards? But well over 1,300. And I'm there, the guy's been retired for a long time, and they still continue to put out a bunch of cards with no one on it, which is fun for us collectors, but not going to be able to get all those. But I just thought it was kind of funny. I looked at that and I said, wow, that is crazy. So here I have a signature rookies, gold signature, one of 7,750. This is from 1994. So it's a little bit odd. Kind of a cool looking card. Got, you know, the gold signature with Nolan. There's the back, got the write up. And I think that's a pretty nice item. And again, just an oddball item that I found in my box here. And I said, I'm going to take a couple minutes and show you guys. I thought it would be kind of a fun card to show. And, good pose with Nolan. So that's pretty awesome also. One thing I do have, and I only have one of these. I've never opened the pack. This is from 1996. It's the Advil cards. And these are different than the regular Advil cards that they put out with Pacific. And it's got the Pacific crown, just so everybody sees that. So Pacific did these in 1996. I believe the numbers are 1A and 2A. It's Ryan's first and last strikeout cards is what they did. So I have not opened this yet. So the cards are sealed, which is pretty cool. If I can get another pack of these, I'll probably just go ahead and buy them. And then that way I can put them in my Ryan album. But I've never opened up the pack, which is kind of cool to have these that long. And I've heard people say, if you can wait a couple years and never open the cards, you probably never open them. And that is pretty true. And like I've got a 1987 Fleer wax box in my collection I bought at the Baltimore National, I believe in 2012. And I never opened the box up. And I thought, I'll probably just leave that box like that. Maybe one day I'll sell it. It just depends. But as you go along and collecting and all that, it's easier not to open the old wax packs and all that because, you probably have the set anyway. So the wax packs just sit, undisturbed. Something else I wanted to show this morning, I thought, I've been thinking about Nolan Ryan on his magazine covers. And I have 60 to 70 magazines, programs, and yearbooks with Nolan on the front. And one of them that I've come across is the 1990, and this is from August of 1990, Baseball Cards magazine. And I said I would show the first issue. Well, I'll show that on the next video, but this is Nolan's first cover with Baseball Cards magazine. Here's the back. And what's cool about it, I'll find it and I'll show the card. Here's Nolan. What's cool about it, it's got Ricky next to him, which is pretty awesome, and Carlton Fisk also. So there's a Nolan Ryan card. As I go through counting my Nolan Ryan cards in my collection and writing them down, I've got to come back downstairs to my baseball room and count them also. And also got a couple more Hall of Famers. Got George Brett and Eckersley, so that's pretty cool. And I think Wally Joyner, though. But for you collectors that do one player, like maybe you do George Brett or do Robin Yount or whoever it may be, you got to go through and look through these baseball card magazines and see if your player is on any of those, because you want to add that card to your collection. And that takes some time. Obviously, you got to go run out on eBay, see what eBay has and all that. But I have maybe 10 or 12 magazines over here with Nolan Ryan on the cover, and there's cards inside. Well, Topps did a magazine back in like 1989, 90, and I could be wrong on the year, so I'm just going off the top of my ear, top of my head here. I'll have to double check, and I will show those. And they had a giant Nolan Ryan rookie reprint and several other cards also. So sometime in the future, I'll grab all those magazines out and show those cards too, because they also count toward my collection of singles. They just happen to be still in the magazines, and they will stay in those magazines. And there's several of those like that. So in the future videos, I'll be showing some of those magazines and all that. I think it would be kind of a fun little item to see. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video this morning, and this afternoon. And hope everybody has a great rest of the day, and we'll talk to you on the next video. Take care.